Hello out there, welcome again to this tutorial on decimals. In this video we'll be looking at multiplication. Our first video on decimals was on addition and subtraction, so you can check the description section of this video on our YouTube channel for the first video and the video on division. So we go with our first problem. Problem 1. Solve this. A 3.65 times 10, 0.094 times 100, 13.5 times 1000, 6.846 times 10 to the power of 3. This is multiplication of decimal by 10, 100, 1000, and so on. So we take the first part of the problem, 3.65 times 10. So the method of multiplying this is we write the number and shift the decimal point to the right depending on the number of 0. So in this case we have 1 0 in 10, so we are going to move this decimal point one step to the right. So we move 1. So we now have 36.5. Therefore 3.65 times 10 is 36.5. We go to B part of the problem. Again, we are going to move this decimal point to the right 2 times. So we move 2 steps to the right twice because there are 2 zeros in 100. So we bring the number, we move 1, 2. So we've moved twice because of the 2 zeros in 100. So our final answer is 9.4. So we go to C part of the problem. In the C part of the problem, I have 13.5 times 1000, which means I'm going to move this point 3 times to the right. So moving the point, I have 1, 2, and 3. So we can fill this space with zeros. So this space we have here filled with zeros. We have 13,500.0, which is still the same thing as 13,500. So we go to D part of the problem. In the D part of the problem, 10 raised to the power 3 is 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1000. We might not even go there. What we need is there are 3 zeros here. So we are going to move the decimal point 3 steps to the right. So we have 6.846 multiplying by 1000, which is 10 raised to the power 3. We move the point 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So again we still have 6846.0, which is still the same thing as 6846. This is the end of solution to problem 1. So we go to problem 2. For problem 2 here, we are to carry out the following multiplication. We have some decimal multiplied by a whole number and decimal multiplied by decimal. So we go with the first part of the problem. I have 4.72 times 6. 4.76 times 6. What I do here, I count the total number of decimal places. The first number is only the number with decimal points. So how many decimal places do I have there? 1, 2. We count after the decimal point. How many digits? So we have 1, 2. There are 2 digits. So the number is 2 decimal places. So we can now record it that our final answer is going to be of 2 decimal places. We then remove the decimal point. We'll be left with 472, then multiply by 6. So 6 times 2 gives 12. We write 2 and carry 1. 6 times 7 gives 42, plus 1 gives 43. We write 3 carry 4. 6 times 4 gives 24, plus the 4 we carried gives 28. So we have 2,832. So we said we have 2 decimal places here. So if you put the decimal point here, it means we are counting 1, 2, and place the decimal point. 28.32 gives the solution of 4.72 times 6. We go to B part of the problem. In the same way, we are going to record the 2 decimal places we have here, since this is a whole number. So we keep the 2 decimal places. We remove the decimal point. I have 28 times 12. So we multiply out. 2 times 8 gives 16. We write 6 carry 1. 2 times 2 gives 4 plus 1, 5. Then we use this as multiplier. 1 times 8 gives 8. And 1 times 2 gives 2. Then we add. So in our addition, this is 6. It comes here. 5 plus 8 gives 13. We write 3 carry 1. And that 1 plus this 2 gives 3. So 0.28 times 12 will be equal to, so we said our final answer is going to be in 2 decimal places. So we count 1, 2, which means the decimal point is going to be placed between the 2 3's. And our final answer will be 3.36, which gives the solution of problem 2B. So we go to 2C. For problem 2C, we have 3.51 times 1.1. Here there are 2 decimal places. Here is 1 decimal place. So adding the 2 decimal places to 1 decimal place here, we have 3 decimal places, meaning our final answer is going to be 3 decimal places. So remove the decimal point here, we have 351. Remove the decimal point here, we have 11. So multiply by 11. So we multiply out. 1 times 1 gives 1. 1 times 5 gives 5. 1 times 3 gives 3. We are done there. So 1 times 1 gives 1. 1 times 5 gives 5. And 1 times 3 gives 3. We now add. So this is going to be 1. 5 plus 1 gives 6. 3 plus 5 gives 8. And we have 3 here. And here we said 3.51 times 1.1 will be equal to, counting the decimal places here, we have 1, 2, 3, which means the point is going to be placed between 3 and 8. So that 3.51 times 1.1 will be equal to 3.861. And that is the solution to problem 2C. We go to problem 2D. For problem 2D, I have 1.53 times 0.04. 2 decimal places here, 2 decimal places here, making a total of 4 decimal places. So we keep the 4 decimal places. We remove the decimal point here, 153. Remove the decimal point here, we have 4. So 153 times 4. 4 times 3 gives 12. I write 2 carry 1. 4 times 5 gives 20. Plus 1, 21. I write the 1 and carry 2. 4 times 1 gives 4. Plus 2 gives 6. So we are done multiplying. Then we place our decimal points. From here, we have 4 decimal places, which means we are counting 1, 2, 3. This is now up to 4. We can add 0 before the number to make the digits 4, so that we will now place our decimal point as 0 point, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 decimal places, then 0, 6, 1, 2, which gives the solution of the product of 1.53 and 0.04. That is the end of solution to problem 2 for multiplication of decimal numbers, and this is the end of this tutorial. Remember to check the description section of this video on our YouTube channel for more videos on decimal numbers. Until we come your way again, goodbye.